And you are welcome. There's a first time for everything and a first time for me to be alone here starting the show. But hey, it's all good. If something is important enough, even if the odds are stacked against you, you should still do it. And that's what I'm doing here. What a motivation to start a Monday with. Welcome. How was your weekend? Well, we hope that it was fantastic. It's a Magic Monday here, and we hope that you are fully prepared to take on all the wonders of a new week. That's what Mondays are made for. Well, very soon we're going to be giving you all the blessed content that we've got prepared for you for a Monday, the kitchen and all the performances and everything that come with the package. Good morning and welcome. It is Wake Up Nigeria. Do remember now what you should do is that you should follow us on all our social media platforms using the hashtag while you're commenting Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. We are at TVC Connect, and if you happen to have to go about your business and you don't want to miss out on anything here, do make sure that you actually download the app, which you can find on Google Play Store and on iOS. Now, my name is Mazino. I'll be joined by others. You just wait and see. Let's let you know what we're going to be doing for today here for a Monday. The lineup now. Coming up, Gloria A. Ajoge Adaba. She is a personal development coach, engineer, and an environmentalist. She is the founder of Thumbs Up Youth Leadership Development Initiative. Gloria is a certified John Maxwell coach, a Toastmaster speaker, and leadership trainer, and she joins us today to talk about living purposefully.
All right. Yeah. Funny.
That's a lot of orange for a Monday.
Happy. This is actually more of red than orange.
No, we're not going to do this color thing
We
again.
are going to, because you know your glasses have this tint.
No.
So maybe it's your glasses have a
red.
tint.
That's
yeah,
orange.
No, yeah, this is more of maroon. But it's fine. It's fine. It's all right.
In any case, you look good for a Monday.
Thank
Welcome.
you. So do you. The double-breasted thing works.
I know. Thank you. I'm taking some cue from your husband.
Ah. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. he's a very natty dresser. I like his. So.
Yeah. Thank you. It's all my work. Yeah.
How was your weekend? What were you up to? What did you do?
Yeah, quite a lot of things. But I wanted to touch on what you did. I think was it your wife I saw with the motorcycle helmet on her head?
Yes. So we decided to do her very first tour.
Oh, wow.
All this while I've been traveling Nigeria. Yes, while I've taken her on my motorcycle, we've never really toured together. So I introduced her into the world of touring. So I put her on the back of my bike and we took a trip outside of Lagos.
Goodness me!
And she was excited about it. Now she understands the passion that I have for doing it, even if it was a short tour. Yeah. But she understands why the open road is such a drug.
But
you wouldn't do it?
I don't know. I can't even say anything. I'm hardly ever speaking, but I was like, no, you didn't.
It was exciting.
So, but you didn't go too far, right?
Well, we went to Abeokuta, which is quite a distance. Yeah. It's about over 100 kilometers away.
But then, did you feel any pressure? Was it like an added pressure?
So speaking about that, there was that pressure, that note, that thing in the back of my mind saying you're carrying precious cargo.
Yeah.
So you can't be as crazy as you normally would be.
Okay.
So definitely couldn't do all the, all the normal legal stuff
that you would do on a bike.
That I would normally do. But yeah, there was that pressure. But she handled it. What really pained me was the fact that she was not scared. And
Are you serious?
I want you to be terrified. I want you to be. She's like,
no. So I think I would have been backseat driving the whole time.
No, she was just.
I backseat drive on a normal day.
She was practically not even on the bike. I'm like, aren't you scared? She's like,
she was calm.
She's like, you wouldn't hurt me, would you?
Yeah, just don't ever leave her. She's yours. Like she's all yours. Like dude. Your wife follow you on bike, go outside and goes, wow.
Sad thing over the weekend, Haiti, the earthquake and all, 7.2 magnitude, by the way, which is not the first time that this is happening in Haiti, so it's happened again. It's actually quite earthquake prone, they say. But one good thing that came off of it, well, at least something to try solve it all, was Naomi Osaka. Did you hear what she did?
Yes, I saw that she said she pledged her winnings for a tournament.
Yeah, the Cincinnati Open starting this week. Yeah. So that's actually something really cool, and I'm wondering.
So I just I find that that particular country to just it feels like one of those troubled nations that people overlook quite a lot, and they're almost always in constant need of help.
Yeah.
So yeah, if there is any way we can find ways to send help to them. even if it's just without prayers, please do that today.
Unfortunately, Trump won't be around to start throwing tissue paper. In any case, tell you what.
Speaking of tissue paper.
Tell me about it after?
Yes, later.
Tell me about it after?
Later.
Let's do the weather. Do stay tuned. We'll Wake Up Nigeria.
It's time for a news update right here on Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Titilayo. At least 5 persons have been killed and 9 houses burnt down in a fresh attack on Madamai village in Kaura local government area. A vehicle was also vandalized in the process. The State Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Arwan, made this known in a statement issued Sunday evening. The Kaduna State government has appealed for calm and directed security agencies to conduct thorough investigations into the incident. In another development, the Kaduna State Police Command has confirmed the killing of farmers by armed bandits in Burku and Udawa villages in Chikun local government area. The police spokesperson, Mohammed Jalige, could not ascertain the number of casualties, but sources in the community say at least 8 persons were killed in the 2 communities. The victims were attacked on Saturday while working on their farms. At least 21 persons have been killed after a bridge on Gwaramba Basirika Road in Jigawa State collapsed. The victims, which included 11 disqualified military recruitment applicants, were traveling from Kano to Adamawa State when the incident happened. 21 persons have been confirmed dead, while one of them survived the accident. Commissioner of Police, Jigawa State Police Command, CP Aliyu Saleh Tafida, and other officers have visited the scene and directed prompt and discreet investigation into the incident. But residents say the bridge collapsed under a heavy flood. Outside Nigeria, President Ashraf Ghani has fled the country after Taliban forces captured the capital of Kabul and seized control of the presidential palace. Chairman of the High Council for National Reconciliation, Afghanistan, Abdullah, confirmed the development on Sunday, while President Ghani's exact location was not officially confirmed. There are reports that he fled to Tajikistan. Taliban fighters had earlier on Sunday invaded the outskirts of Kabul, demanding transfer of power. The group has in the past few weeks claimed over 20 of Afghanistan's 34 provincial capitals. Citizens and foreigners have been fleeing the South Asian country over concerns for their safety. And in 2001, US-led forces removed the Taliban from power, but the group has returned, asking to take over the central government. Welcome back. Let's look at what's happening on the covers of the newspapers this morning. We're starting with the Daily Independent newspaper, and it says here, banks reap big despite floundering economy. While over 40 million SMEs groan for lack of access to credit, they have abandoned financial intermediation, say analysts. Right at the top there, Otedola recounts how IBB asked Jonathan to sit on Yar'Adua's chair, sends 80th birthday felicitation. Plateau killings, 20 suspects arrested, 33 victims rescued. Police deployed team. Lalong imposes 24-hour curfew on Jos North. Moving to the sidebar there, it says 17 billion naira tax evasion. Senate charges FIRS to go after defaulting agencies. On COVID-19, presidency confirms Buhari under quarantine after UK trip. And 724 dead in Haiti earthquake as death toll climbs. And that's how we'll wrap it up on the cover of the Daily Independent. Now, we also have the Nigerian Tribunal with us this morning. It says here, Plateau death toll rises to 32. Government declares curfew. 20 suspects arrested. 31 victims rescued. Unijos suspends second semester examinations as IGP deploys intervention team to restore sanity. It also says here, 2023 presidency, Buhari's associates search for Southern legacy candidate. PDP looks up north, serving female minister may emerge APC VP candidate. Page 2 has more on that. Right at the top there, it says Taliban forces take over Afghanistan as president flees. VAT as weapon in battle for resource control. A business analysis there that continues on page 6. Let's see what else we have here. I'll wrap it with this. It says, recover missing 17 billion naira tax within 90 days. Senate orders FIRS. And that's what we have on the cover of the Nigerian Tribune. Let's see if we have time for the punch, shall we? It says here, High Commission infections. Buhari, Aso Rock aides take COVID-19 tests after UK trip. Presidential aides agitated following positive cases in Nigeria's High Commission, says Villa, according to a Villa official. Coronavirus cases hit 8,054 in 2 weeks. Second phase vaccination begins today with Moderna. Right at the top there, it says foreign reserves resume decline after rising to $33.59 billion. And I'll wrap it with this. It says health sector strike looms. Yohesu threatens action over allowances. And that's what we have on the cover of The Punch. At this time, it's time for us to hit the gym. It's time for fitness. All right. It's good to be back in the kitchen. Brand new week.
Yeah, Monday morning, brand new week.
But sadly, a lot of, sad news in the papers, popping up here and there, especially with the Haiti situation. And
those guys have hard.
Yeah,
they've had a hard time many years.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the same problem each time, every time.
That's one thing, where as a continent we're blessed. Because that's something you don't hear of so much. Where you are in an area where there are natural disasters are just a regular occurrence. Yeah. It can be problem. Fighting against nature is not beans.
People will say that our natural disaster is leadership. People say that. I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
But, I think, there's something that all over the world, especially in places like America, they use movies, films to send messages.
These instances and stuff like that.
And there's some things that are more relevant now than they were before, especially in storytelling. I saw online that Jamaica is coming out with
another Loverboy movie?
No! This time it's
Wouldn't that be
interesting.
stereotypical if it was?
It's interesting because he's actually bullied a lot online. He has a lot of trolls online, but he always has been the one to send those messages right back. Everybody was like, don't go after Jamaica because he's going to come for you, And interestingly, he's decided to put a movie out that has to do with cyberbullying. And I thought that was really key.
It's very interesting. I was talking about the movie industry the other time and how these kind of influences are beginning to actually make their way in, where it's not just a stereotype type of story that you see. Instead, you see a very diverse type of range when it comes to storytelling. Cyberbullying, however, I think is something that we need to start taking really seriously. And I'm not talking about it in terms of young people or school goers and stuff like that, which would be the one thing you'd think of when you hear the word bullying. I'm talking about grown-ups now. I'm talking about the pressures, the things that it makes people do. And I'm going to mention 3 things. Marriages are often bullied online, and you actually don't know about this, or you haven't really considered it, but marriages are bullied. People are bullied professionally. And then recently, what's this thing with the preachers or pastors going at each other, using this medium as a way to pass their information? One in particular would come to mind, and you have to ask yourself whether this is a sad instance, because it's supposed to be the institution of God, but yet you can see what it's coming under. Mike is sniggering. I'm wondering why.
For me, I feel like when you talk about cyberbullying and all of that, there are some things that you'll never find a cure to cyberbullying. It will never reduce. Do we bully as a society? If we bully as a society, cyberbullying will be it's just an offspring. It's just there. The cyber space is a medium. It's who you are. Most of the time,
outside,
that's what you're going to carry.
People are bullied in traffic.
Marriages are bullied steady, without, even if there was no cyberspace. I mean, somebody goes like, 5 years, no kid. Something was wrong, something happened. In fact, they will do more offline than even online.
True.
So it will always happen. It will always be there.
People bully women. Men bully women in traffic. I've seen that quite a few times. I've seen that. Yes, wait.
Let me say something.
I have to stand for the women here.
Mike,
no matter what happened or happens.
Men do not bully women in traffic.
Are you sure
about that? It's the other way round.
What do you mean?
Okay, so I'm just saying. All right, you know, maybe I should let it go.
see,
Maybe I should let it go. 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 Because it's 2 against 1 here. But the issue is, it's a case of, wait, calm down. It's a case of, before this woman enter, make her just enter.
No, men don't think so. Men are actually more accommodating. Well,
Maybe you are. Maybe you are.
No,
the downfall drivers might not be.
Drivers who are like a woman who let them go.
Are you
that kind
sure?
Of thing. For women, just simply think that let me show them that I can drive.
Oh wow!
They start going.
So bullying, I don't feel.
Okay, so we're sort of making it.
I don't think it's gender.
Yeah, specific. Of course.
It has nothing to do with gender. I've seen crazy women.
Wow! Wow!
Women. I've
also seen crazy men.
So it's not a gender thing. You understand? And you know, someone says you look inside and say, okay, the person is not driving well. It has to be a woman and all of that. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is one very, very man that his head is not correct. So I don't think it's an issue.
So I understand what you're saying with it just being a platform, and no matter what, once there is bullying in the society, any platform you find yourself
that it's something that we have to be individually cautious of. Try and make the world a better place by doing your own quota.
Yeah.
Let's do a break. And you're welcome. Now, we have with us today Gloria A. Ajogadaba, personal development coach, engineer, and an environmentalist. She is the founder of Thumbs Up Youth Leadership Development Initiative. Gloria is a certified John Maxwell's coach, a Toastmaster speaker, and leadership trainer, and she joins us today to talk about living purposefully. Now, she came in with a very bright smile. That's why I'm wearing my shades, so I'm going to take them off right now. And put them, oh my goodness, there we go.
Okay, I'll keep it
All right, it's good to have you here. Now, let's talk about living purposefully. It's good to have you back here again for a Monday.
Thank you, Zino. Well, let me just put some things in perspective, okay? This month, we're talking about building blocks for a better future. And I laid the foundation of the first week, knowing, accepting, and growing yourself. That's a foundation. That's something everyone should start with. And then secondly, we talked about finding purpose last week.
Yes.
Now, we're talking about living purposefully. I like using illustrations so it sticks in the minds of people. Living purposefully entails, it's like climbing up a staircase. When you find your purpose, it's far off there. It's somewhere like far off. Okay, so you assess yourself. Where am I right now, and what are the steps I need to take to get to where I'm going? And it's something you need to do every day. So that's what living purposefully is about. Every day you wake up, there's a goal you want to achieve to get to your purpose. There's a goal you want to achieve to get to that height that you see.
Does it ever end?
It never ends, and that's the beauty of it, because the human spirit likes to continue. It just continues. It never ends. You get there, and then you begin to see something else.
Higher purpose.
It keeps going. It never ends.
Wow.
Yeah.
So for those people who have started living purposefully, how possible is it for them to influence other people who perhaps want to start living purposefully?
Oh, that's very, very interesting. I just want to add that, as you continue, living purposefully and it never ends, it keeps you growing. And when you get to where you've seen yourself and you stop, there's this dissatisfaction that just goes, and it pushes you and propels you to the next level. Now, people living purposefully can impact other people. For example, I have an initiative. I talk with young people. It's an initiative. I teach young people on finding themselves, telling them they are unique, helping them affirm themselves. And everybody needs it. So as you live purposefully, it's kind of contagious. People would see the spark in you, even if you are not like a coach like me or a speaker that wants to go out and help a lot of people. People would see it in you. And as you continue to do that, you can actually create kind of like a mentoring platform for especially the younger generation, because they are the future.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, I know this is not a question that has a definite answer, but I'm going to ask it anyway.
That's fine.
What would be the sample of a person living in our clime, Nigeria, no lights, terrible traffic, the roads are bad? What would be a sample of a person who is living purposefully? Just so that we can have a sort of like a goal or an idea of where we are going.
So it's not vague, really, what we're talking about. I get what you're saying. Coincidentally, I was talking about that with someone just before I got in here.
Okay.
And I think I mentioned it some time ago. I said, it's very difficult. Let's just tell ourselves the truth. It's extremely difficult. And I empathize with Nigerians that it's very difficult to say, okay, I'm trying to make a living. What's about living my purpose? But if we keep focusing on the negative, we'll keep draining ourselves. And that's what I try to tell people. If you keep complaining, it's there. We try as much as possible to remove the elephant in the room. But you cannot do it when you are not in your own element. It's your element that propels you and strengthens you to be able to move that elephant. If you keep just complaining, it's negativity. You just keep being negative. You need to find where you fit in the whole picture so that you'll be able to contribute your own quota. But and then to really talk about the challenges we face in this country, honestly, it would be unfair for us to think, oh, it's easy. It's really, really tough in this nation to do that, but it's not impossible. Even in your small space and sphere, there is something you can just stop. If you just stop and stop focusing on the negative and try to find your own self. Why am I here? And try to contribute. There's just something about nature. It puts you where you would definitely find something. If you are actively looking for it, you will find it. And be content. I think contentment plays a huge part. When we focus on things that are outside, there are two gates to a soul, the soul of a man, the ear and the eye. Okay, things that we let into us can actually be distracting, and we live in an era where there's a lot going on. You hear songs that tell you, "Oh, money in the bank, money in the bank, money in the bank." It keeps pulling you away from your own element. And money is actually a value. It's an exchange of value. So how do I become valuable such that I can get that money? Not me chasing it, but rather it chasing me. When I find my value and I find my purpose, money will come. That's the way it should be.
Okay. To be more direct and on a final note,
Yes.
Would you say that you are living your life purposefully? Would you be that sample that I'm looking for? Are you?
I am, as a matter of fact.
That's so confident.
I
My
am.
goodness.
As a matter of fact, I say it's easier to preach what you practice than to practice what you preach. If you are living it, it's easier for you to talk about it. It becomes like breathing.
Wow. What can I say on that note? I mean, there you have it, your sample. Please search her
I'll
out.
sit on the way.
Make sure that you follow her. She's everything you want to be to living life purposefully. Thank you very much for coming over again, Gloria. We love each time that you're here. We still have another session with you, and we're looking forward to it. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
Tell you what we're going to do now. Let's move on to somebody who is also living life purposefully here on Wake Up Nigeria. Titi, what's happening in the kitchen? I hope you're very, very purposeful about what's about to start.
Yes, indeed. And one chef who has a very specific purpose is this one right here. Chef Anu in the building. And she is from the Nutrient Spa. And when you hear a name like that, it gives you a sort of perspective into what she's into. It's all about the most nutritious options that you can choose. Now, we're starting a brand new week. It might be a brand new leaf for you. Why? Because she has a very healthy, nutritious option for people that want to make a difference. Yep. Especially in the number of calories they consume in a day. All right, Chef Anu, welcome back.
Thank you very much.
All right, what are we making today?
So this morning we're going to be making fruity milkshake. So we have our milk, we have our ice cream, vanilla ice cream, bananas, apple, cucumber, and granules.
Okay, so this is a very simple list of ingredients, something you can find in every other fridge. Most people like bananas and nuts for, just a panu, just throw it in your mouth kind of chopping. You might have some leftover ice cream that was somehow melted in the fridge and you just didn't want to throw it away, right?
Yes.
And then this is condensed milk?
Yes, evaporated milk.
Evaporated milk. Condensed. You see how old I am? Condensed. Imagine. Yeah, so what is the first thing we need to do when making this?
I'm going to, first of all, peel my bananas and then put them in the blender.
So any blender will do for this,
Yes,
right?
any blender.
Okay. I'm a big fan of cucumber and apple, but I don't think I've had them together in one milkshake or in one drink.
Okay, the cucumber is will just be in slices, just at the tip of the cup.
Oh, really?
So it's not like we're going to blend.
Really? I actually am a big fan of cucumber because of how much water is
It
inside.
contains.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really like that. There's this thing about bananas. They say that, you know, it's one of the more calorific fruits. Yes. Right? It has more calories than any other fruit.
Yes,
so if I wanted to, you know, change that particular option, what would you suggest I use?
So for bananas, well, you could go with maybe carrots.
Oh, okay.
Carrots.
Carrots? What else? What else could I use?
Any other fruit too. Cucumber could do. Apples too could substitute.
Right. I like that. So I'm also thinking about the fact that you're using
Pineapple.
Oh, pineapple. Nice. Pineapple. A lot of people like pineapple. So the aim of this is for it to be sweet, but also nutritious.
Yes, exactly.
Right. So what's next? What goes in next? I can see you trying to pack up there.
So I'm just going to
So
pour.
this is just vanilla ice cream.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
I've melted. So I'm not going to use too much so it doesn't become too watery.
Okay. All right.
And I will chop my.
So this is just any simple apple.
Yes.
You can use the red
Or the green.
or the green. You know, I've noted that there are some apples that are sweeter than others. You know, sometimes you just have to take a look at the color to tell. When I was younger, I was always told that the Granny Smith apples were the sweetest.
Those
Right?
small ones. Those small
Yeah,
white.
Granny Smith. Yeah, they're the sweetest, but then also the hardest to find.
Yes, very scarce.
Then there are cooking apples. They're actually cooking apples.
yes.
So whichever apples you decide to use, it all works the same, and you need to dice it in with the skin. She's not peeling off the skin, just the cores. All right, then at this point, we're going to be taking a quick break, but we will be back with more. Still Wake Up Nigeria.
Isn't that quite something? So it so happens that we're talking about the future of a workplace and how much technology would affect workplace. So it so happens that, yes, we'll still need cameramen. I'm not saying that it's not going to be there. But maybe if you are, and you have to update yourself when it comes to how to operate all of this autonomously. Yeah, you have to learn how to work on all of that. So one person, two people can just stay and operate a whole stadium full of cameras all around, overhead cameras, cameras by the side, underwater cameras and all of that. That is the future of where we are as sports. And then, of course, if you are at home, depending on the kind of television you have, you can also view all of this from different angles, and you can actually decide what angle to view from. That's where we are at the moment. All right, that's all on Tech this Monday morning. Let's head back to the kitchen and see what's up there.
Beautiful. Now, it's all about the healthier options with Chef Anu from Nutrient Spa. And we're making something really healthy this morning. The name of this milkshake is...
Milkshake.
Just fruity milkshake.
Yes.
So the fruits we used today...
Banana, apple, granules, and vanilla ice cream.
Beautiful. Those are all things I know everyone likes. Well, almost everyone likes. And it's readily available in your fridge. Something you could just take 5 to 10 minutes to make in your kitchen before you head over to work. Now, we're about to re-blend the ingredients. We started blending them earlier on before the break. But let's give it another whiz. All right, so go on. That's it. That's it. Let me see. Okay, it's not. That's what I was looking for. Beautiful. As you can see, it's nice and creamy there. And that's it. Now, depending on how creamy you want it, you could probably make it thicker or maybe add some ice to it. Yeah?
You could add more bananas.
Okay, okay.
Or
All right.
ice cream.
Okay, okay.
So that will make it thicker.
All right, amazing. So if you have some ice cubes, you could throw that in the blender as well, or more banana to make it thicker. Yes. So I'm wondering how you're planning to use the cucumber.
So I'm just going to use a slice and add it to the tip of the glass cup.
All right, show us, go ahead, show us. And I know that this is one that you could also make for your kids. You know, it's an interesting one for your kids. We buy a lot of these packaged milk juices, milky mixed juices now. I don't want to mention the name of those juices. It's very common now that you buy for the kids. But if you can make it at home, why not?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to do something like this.
So this is your garnish?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
that's simple. That's simple. All right.
Glass cup.
And that's it. I've seen this done at quite a few events. All right. And then, of course, we'll pour it in when
it's
time for our guests to have a taste. We want it to smoothen down just a little bit more, make it as smooth as possible. But while we're doing this, let's take another quick break. It's all about you right here on Wake Up Nigeria.
And you're welcome back to the last 45 minutes here for a spirit-lifting Monday edition of Wake Up Nigeria. And it was quite a refreshing 1 hour just gone by, first half here for you. And if you enjoyed that, well, hey, we've got a little more for you if you just stick this way.
Very often, a change of self is more than a change of scene. So if you feel a little stuck, maybe it's time to just start evolving. Try something new, try something different, like we are today.
Evolution is always the A game. Well, still quite a lot more in store as we believe you will be joining us for the next 45 minutes on this ride. So do stick around, don't go anywhere. There's a lot happening in the kitchen already, Titi.
Yeah.
I can hear that blender going and humming. What exactly are you guys up to? Some smoothie or something?
It's actually a milkshake. We're making it as smooth as possible. Not as smooth as Mazino, but you know. Remember, you can use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC across all social media platforms to be a part of the show, so you can find out how we're making this. Yeah?
Yes, indeed. You can also watch us live, by the way. If you're not doing that on Facebook already, you want to make sure that you can do that by downloading the app, which you can find on Apple iOS or on Google Play Store. You can carry us with you anywhere you might be going for a Monday. We love that you guys actually take out time to even comment on our Facebook pages. We please beg that you continue. We read them, we love to read them, and we also love to reply. Thank you very much. We've got so much coming your way. Let's already tell you what we have for the next few minutes here. We have a...
Yes, so Mike, what's the going rate for Qatar these days?
What a way to start the second hour.
Okay, so I'm not crazy.
No, she's not actually.
But there was a Qatar-stained tissue that was auctioned for $1 million.
It depends whose it was.
Who's Qatar?
Yeah.
It was mine.
Oh, come on. Let's be real.
No, but really, it was really interesting to hear. I don't believe it's a rumor. I do believe it actually happened. That Lionel Messi's tissue that he used while he was crying was auctioned off for $1 million.
Yeah, Mike is still trying to get over the abuse.
I don't know where you heard that one. That not Taste by Moonlight.
No, but...
This is just a soundtrack now. You know, talking about football, let's keep it football.
Yeah, football.
The major leagues have resumed across Europe. The EPL, of course, the banter, we don't banter Arsenal here. The reason is that he that is down need fear no fall. You don't kick somebody when he's down.
Wow.
You don't flog a dead horse. So just leave Arsenal. But it was a good one for major leagues of football and all around. Of course, Messi. So talking about Messi, Barcelona started without him for the first time in about, what now, 21 years.
Wow.
First time ever. Arguably one of the greatest players of this generation. And it's kind of different. His shirts are even still selling.
Wow.
In He's moved to
Are
Paris.
they going to retire his shirt? That's a number.
No,
7.
they shouldn't.
Can't.
They shouldn't, or they
Yeah, they shouldn't. Because if there are great players, great players will always come. If you continue retiring shirts like that, how many will remain?
No, true.
Yeah, keep on retiring. Okay,
Yeah,
one
but for
great player
someone who's
comes
been
once to
working for
retire.
21 years, I mean, hey,
There have been more club people. Paolo Maldini, there's people like
I think
Francesco Totti who have stayed in one club for so long.
Yeah.
But the point is that he moved to Paris, and in just about 3 days, everything that they had, on his shirts sold out. Like these guys, almost 80 million that he made in 3 days, just selling shirts of Lionel Messi.
Wow.
Paris is on fire now.
wow.
It's just because of that guy.
So
Yeah.
it is possible then that his handkerchief would sell for $1 million then. I'm not sure. Mike has retired again.
No,
I'm just
but-
saying, guys.
Like I said, that one, man. I don't know
No, but they've
where it's
auctioned all
sold.
sorts of things. Some
Yes,
people
they
have
do.
auctioned off socks, gloves.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, like so people
now
auction
people are
off
auctioning,
locks of hair. Just all sorts
With
of
technology, now people are auctioning NFTs.
What is
stuff.
that?
So that's-
Non-fungible token.
Exactly,
I
you
think
got it
would
right.
know, but of course.
Of course.
Yeah, exactly, she got it right. Non-fungible tokens, where people sell things that are not finite, things that you can't hold and you can't see.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody is auctioning off a meme.
Yeah.
A meme that is accessible to everybody. How do you auction off that? Maybe we'll talk about that sometime in tech.
Interesting. Well, if
what
you'd
an
like to
NFT
know,
actually is.
I'm going to be auctioning off the underwear I'm wearing today, so do stay tuned. I'll let you know how you can get it.
You said to step up to Titi's
Let's do a fact find.
Well, actually, I say step down.
We'll be back.
Oh, Mike. It's time for another news update right here on Wake Up Nigeria. And we're starting with this story. At least 5 persons have been killed and 9 houses burnt down in a fresh attack on a Madamai village in Kaura local government area. A vehicle was also vandalized in the process. The State Commissioner for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Arunwa, made this known in a statement issued Sunday evening. The Kaduna state government has appealed for calm and directed security agencies to conduct thorough investigations into the incident. In another development, the Kaduna State Police Command has confirmed the killing of farmers by armed bandits in Burku and Udawa villages in Chikun local government area. The police spokesperson, Mohammed Jalige, said, or rather could not ascertain the number of casualties, but sources in the community say at least 8 persons were killed in 2 communities. The victims were attacked on Saturday while working on their farms. At least 21 persons have been killed after a bridge on Guarama Barsirika Road in Jigawa State collapsed. The victims, which also included 11 disqualified military recruitment applicants, were traveling from Kano to Adamawa State when the incident occurred. 21 persons have been confirmed dead, while one of them survived the incident. Commissioner of Police, Jigawa State Police Command, CP Aliyu Saleh Tafida, and other officers have visited the scene and directed prompt and discreet investigation into the incident. But residents say the bridge collapsed under a heavy flood. Outside Nigeria now, Afghanistan President Ashraf Ghani has fled the country after Taliban forces captured the capital city of Kabul and seized control of the presidential palace. Chairman of the High Council for National Reconciliation in Afghanistan, Abdullah, confirmed the development on Sunday, while President Ghani's exact location has not been officially confirmed. There are reports that he fled to Tajikistan. Taliban fighters had earlier on Sunday invaded the outskirts of Kabul, demanding transfer of power. And the group has, in the past few weeks, claimed over 20 of Afghanistan's 34 provincial capitals. Citizens and foreigners have been fleeing the South Asian country over concerns for their safety. In 2001, US-led forces removed the Taliban from power, but the group has returned, asking to take over the central government.
And you are welcome. It's time for some SME discourse here, and we have a very interesting person here with us for our final guest, Dalakwa Quadri. He's got a bachelor's degree in business management from the Olabisi Onabanjo University, Ogun State, and he boasts entrepreneurial and also managerial skills as he has over 10 years experience in business and resources management. He's also got a master's degree in business management from the University of People's USA, and he joins us today on SME to talk about LUMP.
Yes.
That is Light Up Nigeria project.
Yes, Light Up
which is
Nigeria
very
project.
interesting because it sounds like lamp, but only this time with an N. So tell us about LUMP for starters.
Okay, Light Up Nigeria is a renewable energy company that is based in solar street lighting.
Okay.
Because we believe that lighting reduces insecurity, and most times we have inadequate lighting in Nigeria because of the power. You know, we have power failures and all that. So we decided to bring technologies where we could use uninterrupted lighting to, you know, create all-night illumination and help reduce insecurity.
I totally agree with you about it reducing insecurity, because even in your house, like up until yesterday night, it was a cool night, but we left the generator on up until midnight, even if it was a cool night, just because we wanted the light on. We didn't need the fan or the air conditioning, but just because of the light. Because we felt, yeah, well, there's a certain kind of way you feel when there's light in there.
Yes.
You know, so I understand what you mean. So now, here on the SME segment, we'd like to ask people to tell about how they start their business and how people can also gain from the challenges they've been through, or the travails, or the encourage people with their story. How did your Light Up Nigeria start in the first place?
Thank you for that question. Light Up Nigeria started, you know, from my living room, and you know, most times when they take light, I see myself going to always try to put on the gen, and then, you know, I thought, okay, are there no other solutions, you know, apart from the regular inverters and all that, that could cost me, you know, lesser amounts and all that. So we brought up lots of products and lots of ideas, and then we reached out to some of our partners who later became our, you know, regular partners, and then we got so many products.
So you say we now, but you said it started in your living room. So how did you get from your living room to we?
Okay, from my living room, I got my brother, who is an engineer from one of the universities here in Nigeria. I got him on board. I got my lawyer. I got some friends, you know, on board, and then, you know, we started there, and then it became what it is today.
Okay, interesting. So why solar, and why not just go into inverter business?
I believe, like we said, lighting reduces insecurity. So uninterrupted lighting helps reduce insecurity more. So if you talk about lighting, I believe we start lighting from the outside, because most times you go on the road at night and you don't feel secure. So in a well-lit up space, I'm sure you know, you feel that security, you know, that security that you want to, you know, work at night.
Understand that. A couple of things I want people to get from this. First off, he's not an engineer. It was simply an idea from before, and then he got people together, and then it blossomed into what it is here today. So you can take from that. But you've got a couple of samples on here. I see you're sitting right next to one. What is this exactly? What's the panel we're looking at here?
Okay, this is one of our products. It's a solar bulb.
Okay.
You know, this solar bulb, what it does is it charges during the day, and you can use it, you know, at night. And then, you know.
The remote is right next to you?
Yeah, okay, so you can see. So you just hang this in, and then this could be outside.
So I need no batteries?
No, you don't need no batteries.
Which is very interesting. Are these made here in Nigeria?
Right now we assemble here in Nigeria. Hopefully, in some years to come, we should have a full
you're doing good already. Assembling here in Nigeria means that you're providing jobs for people.
Yes,
so how many people are you putting food in their mouths as it is?
Right now we have about 39 staffs, and we're still looking to get agents right around the whole of Nigeria, you know, because we want to create employment. And with this, you know, there's employment to be created and all. So we're still looking for agents in Nigeria. So and we have about 400 and something local governments. So it's you know, it's more employment for people in Nigeria.
So that's just a production angle. But I believe then you also have the marketing side of things.
Yes, please.
So tell us about that.
Our marketing, mostly we want to partner with lots of organizations, which we already do. We have partnership with banks and so other corporate organizations where we want to light up for them, and then they partner, they give us spaces to light up and all, because lighting is everybody's it's everybody's
it's a nuance that goes with being Nigerian. You want constant light.
Yes.
So I like that. There's also still another sample on here. It's a big one. I'm scared to lift it up so I don't drop it and have to pay for it. That doesn't look like something that should run on solar power, but you're about to tell me that it does, aren't you? Okay. The funny thing with this is, from our research, it's been noted that the kilowatt per hour that we use to to light up our premises and all. Most times we use, let's say 100 watts. The 100 watts cost you about, 3,000 to 4,000 just per month, just for lighting. It's Wow,
so
really?
if you now multiply that in a year, it costs you about 36 to thereabout.
Exactly.
Just for lighting, just one light. And then you think about how is my bill so high, my NEPA bills and all that. It's your lighting outside because it's on for 12 hours. 12 hours it's on and it's just reading. So you need to take all those off the meter and then go to solar. So this is a solar.
I'm light sensitive.
It's really bright.
It is bright.
And we have different wattages. We have 100, we have 200,
At
we
the
have
moment,
500.
it's not plugged.
It's not plugged. We have this. It's easy to install, and we just have this. You plug it in, and that charges this. The whole component is compacted in it.
Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting. Doesn't this, however, look a bit too enticing to people who might just want to take it and run away with it? It's light after all. It's not plugged to anything. Electricity won't shock me.
Yes.
Well, is there do you have any to try and curb that?
No, it's not mostly because it's solar. That's first the idea. It's solar and it doesn't need any form of electricity.
That's interesting.
You understand?
That's very interesting. Okay. Now, so your business has been on for how long now?
It's been 5 years now.
It's been 5 years.
Yes.
So for a newbie who maybe has a background like yours or maybe engineering and wants to start, what would be the first advice that you would give them in starting this kind of a business?
Start up.
Just start.
Just start up. You need to wake up and just take a move. So you just have to start up.
What about the challenges?
No, I think every business has its own challenges. So you just need to know there are going to be challenges, financing and all that. But it takes your zeal. It takes what you want to achieve for you to get it. It's
fantastic. Thank you very much for coming on and showing us these very interesting samples. I'm sure that, hey, light is the future. We're definitely going to always need light. Thank you. And congratulations on your efforts and how it's going so far. We look forward to seeing more. Let's move on now and find out exactly what's happening inside of the kitchen with Titi. And we're going to be having you come over. Let's leave you with something in your stomach. Do come on over. The ladies are going to take good care of you.
Welcome to the kitchen. Please take a seat. All right. So someone that's interested in the greener energy will definitely will likely be interested in what we have today. Chef Anu from Nutrient Spa is here, and she's made a fruity milkshake. So the ingredients for this, please let's have you taste it. You drink it directly.
Okay, so it consists of vanilla ice cream. We have our milk. We have our banana, apple, granules, and yes. So that's basically
right.
It's not bad.
So what do you think?
Not bad.
All right. Can you taste the nuts?
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
Really nice. Yeah, it has this crunchy taste.
All right, then. Fantastic. I was actually really interested in the nutty angle because I've heard of many milkshakes and then they sprinkle some on top, but they don't blend it within. So that was a nice twist. Thank you so much, Chef. Mazino, any words of wisdom for us this Monday?
It's a very small one. I'd like people to break the norm. Don't push your Monday efforts or work up until Tuesday and say it's a Monday after all. No, try to get some work done today. You're going to love yourself on Tuesday. That's it.
Thank you so much, Mazino. I think we all needed that one. Mike, what do you think? What do you think?
I don't need it.
You don't need it.
See you tomorrow.
7 a.m. people.
All right.
Your view is next.
All right,
bye.